This is Eminem. Everyone knows who he is. And in this video, it's kind of obvious what I'm about to talk about. The death of Slim Shady came out yesterday as the time I'm recording this video. And today I am going to be talking about it and giving my initial thoughts and kind of review on it. Like I said, this is from Eminem standpoint. So this is going to be a little bit biased, but I think everyone in Imama is a huge Eminem fan. And music is subjective at the end of the day. So if you guys don't like my opinion, or if you guys disagree with some of the things I'm saying, it's all good. Just let me know your thoughts about this album. And spoiler alert, this is actually a pretty actually good album to say the least. I'm actually really impressed. But anyway, let's just get to the video. This is The Death of Slim Shady, initial thoughts and review. All right, here it is. Death of Slim Shady. Now, this has been an album that a lot of people have been waiting for, due to the fact that obviously Eminem's a huge artist. This is I think his 12th studio album, so the high expectations have been high, and rightfully so because this is, to be honest, kind of the end of Slim Shady. Just due to the fact that, as you can see by the picture, obviously you see him in a body bag. So, but this album in particular actually is pretty good, pretty good. As a like I said, as an Eminem standpoint, I think this album is pretty good. It really brings back, I guess, the old sort of Eminem. I think a lot of people were kind of wanting, kind of similar to this. Kind of just brings me a little bit of kind of the Slim Shady LP, which who knows, maybe I might make a video talking about that album. But regardless, this album is really good. It's not up to Slim Shady LP levels, but it's definitely up there with his past albums. This one's definitely one of his better ones, and I really like this album. I really do like it. This was one of the couple albums where I actually kind of think about maybe giving him a re-listen. I'd be listening to his old albums and whatnot, but this is one of the few new albums which honestly I'll give a re-listen to. First off, being right off the bat, he mentioned I think it was Instagram, talking about this. This is a sort of story sort of album where you can't skip any of the songs because it'll be misplaced, I guess, the story, if that's what you want to call it. But I miss when albums was like that. Um, when it comes to albums, I love albums that just have a good story to it. Just brings you back to, it doesn't bring me back to the 90s or early 2000s, since I was born 2006. But it still kind of gives me that sort of nostalgia, just bringing back the old and just him just on his crazy and just him just bringing the story together, and it's really cool. And this is the way he brings, and honestly I like it, with the whole trying to get Slim Shady off of him and whatnot, and just trying to get rid of Slim Shady. And there were so many songs in this where I actually kind of enjoy. First off, talk about Houdini, because that was the first song that popped up. This song at the time was fire, and it still is, in my opinion. This really brings me back to the old Without Me, Eminem Show type song. And this song to me is actually pretty good. I really do enjoy it. Just gives me a little bit of sense of nostalgia, if that's what you want to call it. And then we got the other song, Toby, with Big Sean and Baby Tron, which I think this one is pretty good. It's pretty high. It's just not something I would play on replay value, but it was just a song that was it was pretty good. But I think Houdini was better, in my opinion. But then we get to the other songs that were released off this album, and I gotta say, he really brought a lot of stuff regarding this album. Like I mentioned, just him bringing having I guess back and forth with his old self and his new self, kind of just a sort of fresh air, I guess you want to call it, or just a little nice little, I don't know, it just kind of it was just kind of weird hearing Slim Shady after all these years. Him talking about the most outlandish to hear, and it's crazy to believe how I'm hearing this now. And like, he'd be saying this for the past couple of years, and the fact that he's still bringing that same energy along with it, it just felt good hearing it. Even though, yes, the verses he being saying are messed up, are just sort of are out of context. That's just what Eminem brings to the table. He brings nothing but just crazy, and I really that alone I just really like from Eminem. And being that some of his like songs and whatnot, like songs like um, Antichrist, obviously is like a good example of that. Renaissance, then another example of that. Habits with the ending, with especially like the ending being being a nod to his Marshall Mathers LP "Kill You." Then we got other songs like Road Rage, Head Honcho, even the skits. I love how he brings like more like skits in this and whatnot. And then we got songs like Temporary and Somebody Save Me, which I really enjoy. Like, I really do enjoy him just talking to his daughters like, just about the stuff that he went through and how they experienced it, and he just apologizes and just hopes they have a good life. And this was these two songs in particular are such good songs, just emotional, just soothing. Even the features that they bring, even Jelly Roll, who I even know I know actually a couple. I know a little bit about Jelly Roll and Skylar Grey. Like, both of these features did their absolute thing on this, and this was just these two songs alone were just so amazing, which I enjoy personally. And then we get to songs like Fuel with JID. A lot of people are obviously talking about this, being that JID is a huge artist, off the Dreamville, and this verse alone is fire. A lot of people saying it's fire. A lot of people really say it's their favorite song off the album, and I can't agree more. Saying, like I said, as a GID stan or GID person who is a fan of his, I think he did his thing. He just does his thing and whatnot, and I remember him tweeting something out about how he's so like happy that he got to collaborate with one of his like idols, which is really nice from him, and it's really good. The only thing it just kind of bothers me how he be doing his thing on verses. He brings nothing but fire to the table, but I'm just ready for that album with him and Metro Boomin like that. I hope we get that really soon. I hope we get that this summer, because God, I've been waiting for that album for a little bit. So hopefully he releases it soon. But anyways, Jai did this thing. A couple of also, features also did good. Easy Mill. I think he's the newest part of this Shady Records, which is cool. You got Big Sean and Baby Tron. Obviously, they did their thing. You got White Gold on here. You got some really interesting artists on here. He really picked out and choose like the different artists that he wanted to bring to the table on this album, and all of them honestly did pretty good and whatnot, and really different and really cool. Like I said, there's some songs I'm just like about, or just like not on repeat or whatnot, but I feel like Eminem is one of those people that he's just like one of those artists that like depending on the song, you never want to bring to, like, if you get past the aux, you feel me? Just past the aux, and you just randomly someone just pulls out pause. They randomly pull out Kim in the aux, and people just be gonna give you that weird like stare, like, bro, what you be putting on, or what music you be listening to. But anyway, this album is great. It was an amazing experience. Just a good story album. This album, like I said, I like this album. One of my probably my favorite, probably like I said, it has to be Temporary. I really like that song. Just like soothing. I just like that one. Fuel was also pretty good. Antichrist, which is also pretty good. Really crazy, but really good. Brand New Dance has this like funky beat, which is kind of like groovy in a way. I feel like this is gonna be played at clubs or something like that. But it's a good song, and also other songs like along the line, to name a few. But what that all means, I think this album is pretty good. I love the story to it, the amazing experience it brought to the table. It just felt so good just seeing Eminem with the album and of this and this album cover. This album cover is crazy. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Honestly, if I could rate it at like a scale like 1 to 10, I'll probably give it like mm, probably like a 7.5 or 8, maybe 8 to bump it up. I really do like this album. But keep in mind, like I said, I don't know if it's some of the songs like I'm like are okay, but there's some songs that I just like would put on repeat. But it's just not my personal take on it. People might put it up a little bit higher, which is okay. People might put it lower, which is okay. Music's subjective at the end of the day. But those are my initial thoughts about it. It's still a great album regardless. Shouts to Eminem. So let me know your thoughts on this, and if y'all like this, you feel me, like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have an amazing day. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see y'all next time. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.